When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. And the Badgers will put total leather and will get started. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Ohio State's offense will have the football first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Ambrose. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really
Breaks into the open. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Moore. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. On the run, it's Monroe. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Lost the fire on 2nd down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the time.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And I'll tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing the turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. With the catch, it's Algier. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. New set of downs after the completion. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got it in the middle. It's Evanson. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to the running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on it.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. Finding that guy that can be a complement to the run game, that's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Badgers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
And it slips just inside that right upright. That brings them to within 1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Notre Dame is running away with this one today, thanks to an offense that is more than waking up the echoes. They're up by 16 over Wake Forest. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy. Last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Back to pass on second down. Flips it out on the screen. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Badgers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Working on the right. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. Touchdown, Ohio State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. looking downfield on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Bring in the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The incomplete pass brings up third down. To the ground with the back. Plows through the defense. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go right back to it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This will likely be the last play of the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On the ground, it's Monroe. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Oh, he got loose. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws, keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this guy has some of those traits too.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they...
Touchdown, Badger! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
Now the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Gets it out fast. Running through contact. Makes the tackle at the 24, but from inside the 10 to across the 20 on the pickup of 15. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. He'll do it himself. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buckeyes have this offense rolling. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on! Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Monroe. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Miller. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Just ran him over. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Ambrose. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw this slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on 4th down. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Yeah, and welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Fires to the middle. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught over the middle. It's Algier. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Slings it. Falls gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Got his man to the left. At the 20, he's got space. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
And the Badgers racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Fired in from the red zone for the score. The AT unit on the field.
Tell you what, as a defensive back, as a defensive player, you know down here near the goal line, I got to get tight on my guys. I can't give away the easy stuff like that. Too easy near the goal line for that pitch and catch.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead. There he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quickly to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Tight end now in motion. From the gun to give, looking for room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Finds his man down the middle. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here on 3rd down. Quarterback's just going to take a knee.